Hello everyone. I hope you're having a great day. Today, Alex, Tu Na, and Henry spend a peaceful day surrounded by animals, soft moments, warm laughs, and the kind of family joy that feels real. By the end, Tu Na's heart is fuller than ever, and she can't hide what she truly wants anymore. If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next video. All right, let's begin. The morning at the campsite started with mist. A thin silver layer lay over the grass, and the air felt cool and clean, like it had been rinsed overnight. Leaves moved softly above them, and the last coals from the fire sat quiet and gray. Tu Na stepped out of the tent first, careful with her footsteps. Inside, Henry was still sleeping on a soft blanket, curled and warm. Tu Na watched his chest rise and fall for a second, then pulled the flap down so the light wouldn't bother him. Alex's mother was already awake, sitting on a folded mat with a cup of warm tea in her hands. She looked rested, in a way Tu Na hadn't seen in days, as if the night had finally given her a real break. Alex came out a moment later, stretching his shoulders gently. He didn't speak right away. He just stood in the cool air and looked around, taking in the quiet like it was something precious. "Morning," Tu Na said softly. "Morning," Alex replied, calm and grateful. For a few minutes, the world felt slow. No engines, no phones, no urgent footsteps, just the forest holding them still. Then Henry made a small sound inside the tent. Half complaint, half question. Tu Na went in, lifted him carefully, and kissed his cheek. Henry blinked at the dim light, then calmed as soon as he recognized her. He turned his head toward Alex immediately, searching. Alex stepped closer and offered his fingers. Henry grabbed them with both hands and babbled like he had very serious opinions about camping life. They kept the morning simple. A few quick bites, warm water, and a gentle pace. Tu Na packed Henry's essentials without rushing: diapers, wipes, a spare shirt, the soft toy that always helped him settle. Alex gathered the small items by the tent entrance and kept the space tidy. At one point, Alex's hand drifted toward his phone out of habit. Tu Na noticed. Her eyes didn't accuse him, but the worry was there. Alex paused, then slid the phone back into his pocket. "Not today," he said quietly. Tu Na's shoulders dropped, just a little. Alex's mother saw it too and simply nodded. When the last bag was zipped, Alex made a short call. The driver would meet them nearby, and they would go straight from the campsite to a place Alex had chosen. Something gentle, somewhere Henry could see the world up close. The car arrived at the edge of the path. Tu Na carried Henry close in the cool air. They climbed into the back seat, and the forest slowly slipped behind them. Mist faded into open fields. The road warmed as the sun climbed. Henry stared out the window, wide-eyed, then turned and grabbed Alex's finger again, babbling happily. Not long after they arrived, it was a small farm park kind of place. Clean paths, wooden fences, shaded walkways. The air smelled like hay and grass, and animals made soft noises in the distance. It wasn't loud. It wasn't crowded. It felt like a place built for breathing. Henry tried to twist in Tu Na's arms so he could see everything at once. Tu Na laughed softly and held him steady. They followed the shaded path to the first area. Rabbits. White ones, brown ones, spotted ones. Some hopped gently in a clean enclosure. Some ate quietly. One sat perfectly still, ears up, like it knew it was being watched. Henry leaned forward so hard Tu Na tightened her hold. Alex stepped closer and supported Henry's back with one hand. Henry reached out with trembling little fingers, and Tu Na guided his hand to the fence. A rabbit hopped closer, nose twitching. Henry squealed, bright, delighted, pure. Tu Na felt her heart lift, not because it was dramatic, but because it was simple joy. Her baby seeing something new, and her not having to worry about anything except keeping him safe. They moved on to the next section. Goats, small and friendly with bright eyes and silly little beards. A worker offered feed in a small cup, and Alex's mother took it first. One goat walked up immediately and ate from her hand like it had done this 100 times. Alex's mother laughed, surprised and happy, the sound softer than usual. Tu Na stepped closer with Henry. Henry stared at the goat, unsure. The goat's warm breath puffed softly and his chewing was slow and steady. Henry leaned back into Tu Na's chest, cautious. Alex crouched beside them, calm and steady. He held a tiny piece of feed near the fence, not forcing anything. The goat leaned in and ate it. Henry blinked, then reached out again, braver this time. Tu Na guided his hand so his fingers brushed the goat's fur for 1 second, light and careful. Henry's eyes widened. He didn't cry. He didn't pull away. He made a soft, amazed sound, like he'd just discovered the world wasn't only walls and rooms. They found a bench under a tree and sat for a few minutes. Tu Na wiped Henry's hands with a damp cloth. Alex's mother handed over a small bottle of water, and Henry drank a few messy sips, then laughed at the drips on his chin. Alex stayed close, shoulder near Tu Na's, letting the pause feel unhurried. They continued down the path and reached a small pond area. Ducks and geese wandered near the water, waddling like they owned the place. One flapped its wings loudly, and Henry burst into laughter. Tu Na laughed too, surprised by how easily the sound came out of her. The sunlight flickered through leaves above them. A breeze cooled Tu Na's skin. Henry's laughter came in little bursts, and each time he laughed, the tension inside Tu Na loosened another notch. Alex stayed close, quiet and warm. He didn't talk about work. He didn't try to pull Tu Na into big decisions. He just watched Henry discover things and watched Tu Na smile without effort. When Henry leaned his head against Tu Na's shoulder for a second, tired but happy, Tu Na felt it clearly, stronger than she had in a long time. This happiness was real. As the afternoon warmed, the farm park started to feel even more alive. The pond area stayed behind them, but Henry kept turning his head to listen for the last flaps of wings. Tu Na carried him higher on her hip so he could see over the fence lines, and Henry responded by gripping her shirt like he was holding on to the whole day. They followed a shaded path where the ground was packed and smooth. Sunlight slipped through branches in broken patterns, moving across Henry's cheeks as if the light itself was playing with him. Every few steps, a new sound appeared, soft bleats, a low moo, the faint cluck of birds. The next area was a small barn corner with fresh hay and warm animal smell. A gentle cow stood behind a wooden rail, blinking slow and calm. A worker brushed its side with steady strokes, and the sound of bristles on hide was oddly soothing. Henry stared, frozen. His mouth opened slightly, then he made a tiny, amazed noise like he couldn't believe something that big could be real. Alex stepped closer and slipped his hand behind Henry's back, steadying him. He didn't say much. He just let Henry look. They moved to a pony pen after that. 2 small ponies stood near the fence, ears flicking. One took a slow step forward, then stopped, as if it was deciding whether Henry deserved its attention. Its breath came out in soft puffs. Tu Na held Henry close, unsure whether he would be brave or scared. Henry leaned back at first, eyes wide, hands tense. Alex stayed calm and low. He offered a small piece of carrot at the fence and waited. The pony leaned in and took it gently. Henry blinked hard, then leaned forward again, curiosity winning. Tu Na guided Henry's hand for a single touch, just the lightest brush on the pony's fur. Henry's fingers opened and closed, surprised by the texture. Then he giggled, a bright little laugh that made Tu Na laugh too. They kept walking. The path curved past a row of trees, and the air stayed cool under the shade. Henry tried to grab leaves as they passed. Tu Na gently redirected him. Alex adjusted the small bag on his shoulders so Tu Na didn't have to juggle. They reached a bird area next, a clean enclosure with chickens and tiny chicks behind a low fence. A few yellow chicks huddled under a heat lamp, moving like little living dots. Henry leaned forward and made a soft, excited sound. The chicks peeped back, and Henry answered them with babbles, as if he had joined the conversation. Alex crouched near Henry's level and pointed slowly, guiding Henry's eyes. Henry followed the motion, then clapped once, an unsteady clap but proud. After that, they returned to goats and sheep, calm and friendly. A worker offered a brush, and Tu Na brushed a sheep's wool with careful strokes. The wool was thick and strange under her hand, and she found herself smiling when the sheep leaned into the brush like it enjoyed the attention. Henry got fussy after a while, not from fear, but from being tired. His head dipped, then lifted again. His hands rubbed at his own face. Tu Na bounced him lightly and hummed under her breath. Henry calmed, then leaned his forehead against her shoulder. They sat on a bench in the shade and let the moment slow down. Tu Na offered Henry water, wiped his chin, and let him rest. After the bench, they didn't hurry. They walked through a small garden path where straw was laid neatly to keep shoes clean. A hand-washing station sat under a simple roof, and Tu Na wiped Henry's palms again, laughing quietly when he tried to grab the towel and claim it. Nearby, a shallow pond held fish that flashed under the surface. A worker sprinkled feed, and the water rippled with quick, bright movements. Henry stared, then squealed, kicking his feet as if he wanted to jump into the ripples himself. Alex kept a steady arm around Tu Na's back while she held Henry, close enough to support, gentle enough not to interrupt. They found another calm corner with rabbits again, and this time Henry didn't freeze. He leaned forward with bold curiosity, watching noses twitch and ears flick. Tu Na guided his fingers to the fence, and Henry laughed when a rabbit hopped closer, surprised by how fast something so soft could move. Alex's mother took a few photos, not for show, just for memory. She didn't ask them to pose. She captured the natural moments. Tu Na's smile, Henry's wide eyes, Alex leaning in with quiet warmth. Tu Na noticed the camera once and felt shy, then relaxed when she realized nobody was judging her. The place had small sounds everywhere, soft animal calls, children's footsteps, wind moving through leaves. It wrapped around Tu Na like a blanket. The afternoon slipped toward evening. Shadows grew longer. The air cooled. Families began drifting toward the exit with sleepy children in their arms. At the gate, the driver was already waiting. Henry was heavy with sleep again, eyelids fluttering. Tu Na held him close, breathing in his warm baby smell. As the car moved away, the farm park lights glowed softly behind them. Outside the window, the sky turned pale orange, then slowly deepened. Henry fell asleep completely, cheek pressed to Tu Na's shoulder. Tu Na looked down at his face and felt something swell inside her, so strong it surprised her. Not fear, not worry, a longing, a real aching desire for this kind of life to last. She glanced at Alex. He sat quietly, looking at Henry with soft eyes, then looking at Tu Na as if he was checking that she was okay. Alex's mother watched them both with a calm expression, like she was letting the picture sink in. For so long, happiness had felt like something temporary, something she wasn't allowed to hold too tightly. But today had been simple, and it had been real. Tu Na reached for Alex's hand in the dim light. Alex took it gently, without squeezing too hard, without making it a moment for words. More than anything, more than plans, more than fear, she wanted this. A quiet home, a safe child, warm hands beside hers. And for the first time, she didn't feel guilty for wanting happiness. She felt brave enough to choose it.
Rời khu cắm trại, cả gia đình đi thẳng đến một công viên nông trại yên tĩnh, nơi Henry có thể khám phá thế giới ở khoảng cách thật gần. Họ thong thả dạo qua các khu nuôi động vật khác nhau, thỏ, dê, cừu, chim, một chú bò hiền lành và những chú ngựa con nhẹ nhàng, di chuyển chậm rãi để Henry có thể quan sát, lắng nghe và chạm vào một cách an toàn. Phản ứng ngây thơ của Henry khiến cả ngày tràn ngập tiếng cười, còn khung cảnh thanh bình làm mọi thứ trở nên dịu dàng và nhẹ nhõm hơn. Alex luôn ở bên vững vàng, giúp Henry cảm thấy can đảm, trong khi Tu Na bắt đầu thả lỏng và thư giãn hơn rất nhiều so với trước đây. Mẹ của Alex lặng lẽ ghi lại những khoảnh khắc nhỏ, nhìn ba người họ dần gắn kết với nhau một cách tự nhiên. Khi chiều xuống, Henry ngủ thiếp đi trên đường trở về. Sự yên bình của cả ngày ấy lắng sâu trong lồng ngực của Tu Na. Đến cuối cùng, cảm xúc Tu Na trào dâng. Hơn bao giờ hết, cô thật sự khao khát kiểu hạnh phúc này và cô cảm thấy đủ can đảm để lựa chọn nó.